Hello and welcome to Rover's Recap 2018. In this series kind of thing, this is only the second episode I've ever made of this series, and that is for a very good reason. This is the series where I take a look at the past year on YouTube, and all the different things we've done, that kind of stuff. So you know what, let's jump straight into things. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look at what I said last time, and see if we've done some of that stuff. So let's go and take a look at that stuff right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the last year and some different stats, figures, all that kind of stuff, and also look at what I said last year for 2018 and to see if I did some of that stuff. So the first thing is at the end of last year, I had been doing YouTube for about 8 months, so now it's a year and 8 months. That's like 20 months. That's a long time. That is just blown my mind that I've been doing this for a year and 8 months. I won't go into loads of detail like how long I've been doing all that kind of stuff, for the main reason that I'll do that when it's like 2-year anniversary, that kind of stuff. So let's get on to the next thing, which is kind of stats and that kind of stuff. So at the end of 2017, I had 32 subscribers, which is now at the time of recording 250, around about that, 252, and that is a growth of 220 subscribers over 1 year. That blows my mind. I was amazed at the end of 2017 to have 32 subscribers. Now it's 250. That's amazing. I'm waving my hands around like mad at the moment. So at the end of 2017, I had about 2,000 views on the channel. It is now at 34,000, which is just beyond my mind. I know I get a lot of the views from Snapshot videos, and they really do boost the channel and support it. So that's what I mean by if you leave a like, it really does help out the channel lots and lots. Okay, so one of the first things I talked about in last year's recap was more interactive events, releasing things, doing all that kind of stuff. So I want to just explain. I was looking back, I was going through, I was thinking, what have we done this year? And looking back, we've done quite a bit. So some of the things we've done the minigame challenge launch. We did all that thing. So I launched a minigame blank sort of palette in a way, and you guys built up different designs for minigames, and it made a really cool event, and I would like to do more events like that in the future. We had the blank block challenge, which was a resource pack I released in August. We had Hunt the Rover, which was a big event we've done a couple of seasons of, which was a UHC style event, so more of that may be coming in the future as well. UHCs, we've got one coming up soon, which I'm really looking forward to, and we also had the Nether Hub competition, as well as some other bits and pieces which I haven't mentioned on that list. And all of these things have been amazing events for the community, and I'm looking forward to doing more in the coming year. So next, I got a new computer at the end of last year, as you probably saw. I wouldn't recommend watching, but Rover's Recap 2017. It was a very jerky video, and it was a bit jumpy, and that was because I hadn't got a great computer. And as you probably noticed, this year I've had very good quality videos. Well, a lot better than before. And this is because I got a new computer, which has been an amazing help for this. It's just made everything better. I think the first video I ever uploaded is the video playing on screen now, which is episode 9 of season 2 of OmathaCraft. And then this brings me on to the next point, which is a server. We finally managed to get hold of a server for the OmathaCraft server, which has allowed us to run events such as the UHCs, Hunt That Rover, and just run this the OmathaCraft server in general. And it's been a massive help to the server. So thank you to the patrons for supporting that. It really does help out lots and lots. Next up, we have got over 14 episodes in a survival series. Now, when recording Rover's Recap 2017, I hadn't managed to get over 14 episodes in a survival series. I've done it! I think, what we at, 22, 23 episodes of OmathaCraft? That's amazing, and more coming. We have no reason to end the season yet, so more coming that way. Let's make this a massive long season. Looking forward to it lots and lots. So next up, we also have, this is another OmathaCraft thing, is improved editing skills. At the end of last year, I was a bit like, yeah, I can put a video together, I can put some clips together, but I've done nothing more. But this video here you see on the screen is probably one of my favourite videos on the channel at the moment. This is Range Returns. He never actually came in the first place, but he returned, so it's called Range Returns. And this video I love putting together. It took lots of effort, but it was so much fun to put together, and I would love to do more videos like this in the future. So yeah, thank you to everyone who did help out with that video. That is an amazing video, and I love putting that together. Also, I mentioned the channel branding at the end of last year, which has again developed a lot. So a big shout out to Fishy for helping me out with all of that. He's done a lot of the channel branding. My logo, for example, example, the outro, the banner, and some other bits and pieces, the OmathaCraft logo, all those kinds of bits and pieces has really supported and helped out the channel and definitely helped me to grow. So another thing was regular live streaming. I mentioned about that, and we've kind of got there. We kind of did that quite a bit. It has died down a bit just because of the busyness of Christmas, New Year, all that kind of stuff. But I love live streaming, and I'm looking forward to doing more of those, more live streaming events like the OmathaCraft live streaming day. More events like that we are looking forward to doing, and I cannot wait for that. And one of the last thing was collabs, and collabs we've kind of done. That I haven't done as much, and it is a lot more difficult to do collabs and things, especially when you're not running events with them. Let's say we're not doing UHCs, because I guess UHCs are collabs. But we have things like Creator of the Month, we had UHCs, we've had internal collabs in OmathaCraft, which has just been amazing fun. And that is it for the recap section. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the past year on YouTube, what we achieved, which has been loads, and I really want to thank you so much for all of that, making it all possible, and wow, we just hit that, but we'll pretend we didn't. Next up, we're going to take a look at the bloopers of 2018. So after months and months of all this year of recording, there has to be some errors somewhere, and there definitely are some, so let's roll that tape right now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and I can't speak. Okay, so if you have enjoyed Vicious. Hello, it's Rover here, and I'm here to announce that next week, this Saturday, no. Hello, I'm Rover here. And moving on. Okay, so Nintendo once. Alright, let's try that completely again. That completely failed. Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the OmathaCraft server. I don't know what I was going to say then. I'm fairly certain. Let's do this again. Hello, it's Rover here, and I'm here to quickly let you know that I am streaming here on the SMP server. Okay, so I'm just trying this out. I've kind of put the villager in the block just using some... Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the bloopers clip. That was very interesting, taking a look back through all my old bloopers, and that's been really good fun to put together, and I do remember recording some of them, but we'll pretend I don't, and zooming in makes me just look at my Christmas hat, so just have a nice look at that, people. So the last thing we are going to do in today's episode is we are going to take a look at what I want to do in 2019. There's not much more for me to say, so let's crack on with that. Okay, so now we're going to take a look into 2019, what I hopefully want to achieve, what I want to do, what I want to work on, all those kind of things. So let me just go through what I've got written down. So the first one is the Discord server. So this year, I forgot to mention it in the looking back at the past feature. That made no sense, but I'm going to continue anyway. I've done this clip 3 or 4 times already. So we moved from a Twitch server to a Discord server, which has been amazing. I really have loved on Discord. It's been amazing to build the community that we already have on the Discord server. And one thing I do want to do is really grow that. There'll be a rebrand of the Discord at some point. Really clean it all up, make it nice, run smooth, and all that kind of stuff, because it works well as it is, but I feel like we can make it even better, make more things happen on there. I want events to run on there, games, all that kind of stuff. I really want to make it a nice hub for the community to go to, and really a nice place to hang out and play games and that kind of stuff. So the next point is a new administrator. So firstly, I want to say a big thank you to Fishy, who has done a lot of work working alongside me, being the administrator for the channel, Discord server, and all that kind of stuff. Fishy a while back decided to stand down, which I completely understand, and I will at some point be looking for a new administrator, but that'll probably be a bit further into the future, as I really want to work out what that role will include. So maybe by the next Rovers recap we'll have another administrator, and we'll be working on developing this community even more. Another thing I want to do is more editing projects. I have already briefly touched on this when I was talking about Range Returns. I really love working on that project, and there's more things I'd love to do. When I was making, I was thinking, I can do this better, I can do this better. So there's more things that I know I can do, I want to do, so I really hope to do more things like that in the future as well. I have teamed up with a group of people who are making a project which is called Project Open Worlds. This is kind of, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say, so I'm going to be very discreet about it. It's kind of an RPG survival. There's like custom dimensions, there's all kinds of bits and bobs, and I think I'm going to be working with them to do some narrations and voiceovers, that kind of stuff, which will be really, really good fun, as I've never really delved into that kind of aspect. I've only, again, briefly touched on that with Rover's Recap. Not Rover's Recap, Range Returns, where I had to do all the voiceovering separately, which was really, really interesting to get used to how that kind of thing works. And the same thing with this is voiceover, this isn't actual gameplay footage. And the last thing that I've got on my list, there's probably loads of things I want to do that I can't think off the top of my head, is to start the Data Pack project. The Data Pack project is, as you kind of say, I will be releasing data packs coming up soon. I think we've got one releasing in January, and hopefully it'll be a monthly kind of thing where I release a new data pack every month. These data packs will be useful data packs, silly data packs. I've got mad ideas for data packs. People have requested some, and it's going to be a really, really cool project, which hopefully should be released over time. I'll be developing different packs if there's errors, that kind of stuff, and this should be a really, really interesting way to get new people into the channel and people who are interested in different kind of things. So that is it for the future section, so let's go back to Live Minecraft. Okay, so I hope you are as excited as I am for 2019. I've got amazing things I can't wait to be doing, and there's also loads of other bits and pieces that I didn't mention when in that section just there, that I cannot wait to show you and talk to you about, and it's going to be an amazing year 2019, and thank you for being here in 2018. That is all for this year's recap. Have an amazing new year, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!